very aggressive, 32 in just 23 deliveries. Well, he creates a Hasranga with another boundary. One bounce to the fence. It was a little bit too full. And again, over the top of the infield, lovely stroke from Tanzid Hassan.
A beautiful shot. Lot to like about that stroke. I think that he picked the googly pretty early, played through the line. The invitation was offered with bit of in the circle. And thank you very much, says Tanzid.
He's got a really good start here. It's important for him to think in the direction, how do you convert this start to a big one? That has been the challenge for Sri Lankan batters, challenge for Bangladesh batters. Wonderful start. This is a wonderful start, and he's lucky to get an opportunity here. Remember, Shuma Shaka got himself injured, and he is the concussion sub.
Making those starts into big ones. That's exactly what he said after. Janet Trinagate did it today perfectly. The rest of the Sri Lankan batters couldn't. And when you're chasing a moderate score of 236, it can be tricky. You start too slow. So I think this is the way forward for Bangladesh. Try and be attacking in the power play, try and put the pressure on the Sri Lankan straight away, and I think they have achieved it for a certain extent.
That's better, because runs are coming from Tanzid Hassan Tamim, but Anamulak Bijaz has only managed to score 6 with that single of 16 deliveries that he has faced. 10 dots. What it does, it will create just a bit of a pressure on Tanzir if he starts to play a few dots. There you go. One more dot. 43 without loss.
Steady start for Bangladesh with the bat coming to chase 236. The 43 without loss after 7. 4 bowlers being used so far by Sri Lanka. Anamul Haq Bija and Tanzid Hassan Tamim both playing their first match of this ODI series, getting an opportunity, both of them.
And just rotate and keep going. Aggressive Tanzid, 37 runs of 26 balls.
Yep, Tanzid getting an opportunity, coming in as a concussion sub of Shomo Sharka. Already scored 37 of 26, known for his hitting abilities with the new ball. He's a young lad, also part of the 19 World Cup winning squad. Anamul, on the other hand, has been in and out of the team since 2022. He is the leading run getter in List A cricket in 2021-22 season. Was around with the team for quite a few series, but don't get enough opportunities. Here is looking to utilize this opportunity this time around.
50 on the board. Nice little partnership. Tanzir Hassan taking a chance here and there. But more often, it's been good shots, 5 fours and 2 sixes, really putting the pressure on the Sri Lankans. That's sliding down, that's sliding down. He's not gonna get that. Neither will he get it if he reviews it. He doesn't. It's 50 for none after 8.
Bangladesh 50 without loss after 8. Good response. Steady reply from Bangladesh. They're eyeing to win the series. They've won the first game, go on to lose the second one. Lahiru Kumara with the ball in his hand. Slight adjustment in the field to a right-hander.
He gets a slip in. Swap ends for Lahiru Kumar to get the wind behind him. Initially came from the other end. Bit expensive, 13 runs in that, but now wind behind him, giving him a free hand to hit the deck. That's what you need to do. I think even Madhu Shan was pushing the ball in, sliding it through, and that is easy. It just skids on to the back. We looked at what Shoriful, Mustafizur, Tuskin. When they got something out of the pitch, the uneven bounce was when you hit the deck, bowl it in like that.
He was a bit tentative as well. Anamul Haq Bijoy tried to poke that one. This time slightly fuller, straight to the fielder. Anamul Haq Bijoy can't believe it.
That's the break the Sri Lankans needed. Pitched up, he goes hard at it. Avishka Fernando had to time his jump to perfection.
Haq Bijoy handed a straightforward catch. I won't say straightforward catch, but still a well taken by Avishka Fernando. Bijoy's bottom hand just moved at the last moment, sliced it in the air. Gets off the mark, Shanto.
You go hard at him. Get that short ball right. Correction. Shanto has struggled when you bowl it at his throat. So quality player across all formats. Najmul Hussain Shanto, 122 in the first ODI while chasing 255. Been very consistent against the Sri Lankans. That's why he needed his wicket early. It's such a crucial player for Bangladesh.
It'll be interesting to see how Tanzil Hassan Tamim go about for losing his partner. Packed offside field for the left-hander. Bowls Fuller, eyeing for the block hole. Lahiru Kumara.
But the pace is up. 145 plus from Kumara. He's got to bend his back. He's got to look to hit the deck. 2 slips for Shanto. You look at Kumara's action. Tendency is to put it across the left-hander. Give him that protection. Give him that attacking option to try and build some pressure.
Given the field setup for left-hander Shanto, Lahiru Kumara needs to pitch that just outside the off stump. He bowled the previous delivery, pitched onto the leg stump. It was easy for someone like Shanto. 2 slip in place for Lahiru. They need to pick up 1 more wicket from here on to build the pressure. Watchfully left. End of the over, a successful one. A wicket and just 2 runs from it. Bangladesh 52 for 1. Bangladesh lost the opener Anamul Haq Bijoy in the previous over. Skipper Nazmul Hossain Shant alongside Tanzil Hassan Tamim. Tanzil Hassan Tamim had a good DPL, scored 100 against Khulna.
Yeah, 116 of 65 at this venue. That's the last time he came out to bat here in any form of cricket.
He has given the exposure during the 2023 World Cup, ODI World Cup. He played all the group stage matches, scored just 150. But this youngster needs that belief in himself. Just one big knock away in international cricket. He started off really well in this game.
Looks like he's got time. Looks like good off both feet, front and back. Apish in the gap, that'll 4 before. He tried to hit the top of extra cover, but it sliced away. It's only his temperament that's in question.
Yeah, he pointed that straight away to Nazmul and Shanta that he wanted to.
I'm confirmed. I see that.
Bangladesh need 180 of 40 overs. Sri Lanka were 39 for 2. The confirmation end of the first power play. They're 56 for 1. The required run rate 4.5. That's not an issue. They just need to play out without losing any more wickets. Set a platform to go on to chase the target, Bangladesh. Inside edge. Yeah, from Sri Lanka's point of view, they need to pick up wickets. At least 1 or 2 the next couple of overs.
That good short ball at the back of his mind, and the feet go nowhere, Shanto. That's the effectiveness. That's the doubt that using a bouncer does for you. Of course, a well-directed one. Sri Lanka still having the 2 slips. They can spread the field, but it's only third man and fine leg outside the 30-yard.
Edged and gone. Nazmul Hossain Shanto departs.
That's what you mean by working out your batter. That short ball in the previous over from Lahiru Kumara was well bowled, and this is the result. His feet go nowhere. You saw that first delivery from him, and here's the second one. He's caught on the crease, throwing his hands at it. The 2 slips wait, but they're not needed because Mendes, he moves across smartly. Sri Lanka have picked up the second, and it's a massive one. It's Bangladesh's captain who's gone for 1, 56 for 2.
Sri Lanka gets a big wicket of skipper Nazmul Hossain Shanto, the man in form, back in the heart. Hardly any foot movement, playing away from his body, and pays the price. Was trying to play that shot pretty often in the over. Lahiru Kumara kept asking questions and eventually picks up the wicket. Just rooted in the crease, playing away from his body, Nazmul Hossain Shanto.
Ridoy likes to play shots. That's a deep square leg for him.
Started off down the leg side, immediately gets off the mark. Played a brilliant knock on the other day, remained not out on 96. Was his best ODI score. 750 so far, 828 runs. And that high score came of the last game. I really feel he deserved 100 that day. Tanzi Tamim looking really good. 44 of 36 deliveries. He kept his composure as well. Lost 2 wickets from the other end. But he remained in a very positive frame of mind.
Just about batting through for Bangladesh. Required rate 4.5.
Plays that late, Tawhid Ridoy. 4 runs and a wicket in this over. Bangladesh 60 for 2. Quite a bit of batting left for Bangladesh and loads of experience there. Mahmudullah Riyad at number 5, Mushfiqur Rahim number 6, Mehdi Hasan Miraj at number 7. At the moment, Tanzil Hasan Tamim inching towards his 50.
Tikshana starting his 6th over. Madhushan went for plenty. Now that's going to be Kusal Mendis' problem. As long as Tanzil is there in the way he's approaching his innings, short of options. He wouldn't want to bring Welal again. The left armer will bring the ball back in and probably make it easy for Tanzit to score runs. With Tanzit being out there for as long as he is, he's forcing Tikshana to eat into his overs. He won't have many later.
Kusal Mendis must be hoping Tikshana gets one more wicket for him.
And ideally Tanzit, so that he can go back to Madhushan, so that he can turn to Elarage. And one in the Hasaranga as well, who's a lot more effective to the right-handers.
He should bring in a slip for the left-hander if he's looking for a wicket. Play him more dot balls. Build the pressure on left-hander. He's a youngster playing his first game. Two dot balls in a row.
Sri Lanka will have to stay patient. Yes, we know you need wickets, but patience is the key. Not leak any runs. Be disciplined.
Lucky enough, he got that away. Dot ball to end the over, just 2 from it. Bangladesh 62 for 2.
Tairu Kumara, but very different outlook when he changed ends, and now he's got the wind behind his back. 2 overs, 2 for 7. First over went for 13.
Just weighing down the leg side. Needs to adjust this one.
Again starting too straight. When he jags, he misses his spot. Has to go slightly outside of stump so that he's aiming at the stumps. Getting a little more movement than he's anticipating. That's the problem he's having at the moment, Lairukumara.
Could be a very good delivery to the left-hander against the right-hander. Difficult for the pacer to adjust. Better. That's the line. Quick running between the wicket by Tawhid Vidor. Deflection. Could go to the fence for 4.
Yep, 5 runs. Nothing you can do about that. But the drop and run should never have been allowed from a fielder's point of view. Did he need to throw it? I don't think so, because Janit Lienage was late on it. Ridoy was already in his crease, so you didn't need to have a go. But it's an instinct, and it's a costly one too.
Probably the sigh of desperation as well. Four fielders inside the ring on the offside for left-hander Tanzid. Point and backward point as well. And he tried to go across the line.
That was quite risky, so close to that off stump. Now, that shot was also forced by the field that has been set. It's a line where he's been driving. Kusal Mendis has placed Pathum Nisanka quite close, square of the wicket. The ball tends to go aerial. We saw a couple of times in that area. Therefore, Tanzid tries to go a different direction across the line.
Yeah, a huge appeal there. Probably hit him in his bat.
Pitching outside, leg side for me, but he went up, Lairukumara, and the batsman awake to the situation, walked through for an easy single.
Yeah, clear inside edge. Lairu thinks he got his man. Tawhid Ridha is someone who adjusted his game really well. He's known to be a busy cricketer. Like to score some quick runs whenever he's inside the crease, whenever he got to the crease. But in the last game, the way he paced his innings was a very matured one. And again today, he's not showing any sign of aggression or hurriness.
Hopefully he's learnt a lot from that innings. Hopefully he's understood the game more, what his abilities are. Bangladesh, I told you, done everything right for the moment, ahead of the game. 165 more required, and if Sri Lanka want to claw themselves back in, they have to be disciplined. You can't hope for the best.
Been a steady start for Bangladesh. Two new openers yet again. Tanzila Santamim getting an opportunity as a concussion sub of Stromo Shaka. Played some delightful strokes. Showed his intentions right from the word go. That was a cracking stroke from the left-hander. Times he was lucky as well getting the stoppage. Anamul Haq remained watchful right from the start. In the end, just handed a catch to Avishkar Fernando. Nazmul and Shanto playing away from his body and paid the price. Lahiru Kumara strikes the big wicket of the left-hander. They're chasing 236. Sri Lanka posting 235. Lianage scored a brilliant 100. Paskin picked up 3 wickets, and in reply, Tanzila Santamim is on 46, not out of 42. Lahiru Kumara picked both the wickets. 2 for 28 for him. Tawhid Hridaya just came at the crease.
Warm day here. Quite pleasing and pleasant that there's a good breeze blowing across.
Yeah, good to see crowds coming in. The series deciding encounter here. Sri Lanka and Bangladesh both having won each the first 2 matches. Sri Lanka have so far dominated Bangladesh in ODI series, winning 6 out of 9 bilateral series. Bangladesh, on the other hand, winning just 1. That too in the previous one back in 2021. The host will be eyeing to clinch yet another series victory against the Sri Lankans. Yes, they have lost the T20 series as well by 2-1. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, trying to make a bounce back. And an effort delivery by Lahiru Kumara. 9 runs from it, Bangladesh 71 for 2. But at this stage, Sri Lanka were 51 for 3. Bangladesh, on the other hand, are well placed on 71 for 2. Tawhid Hridaya in no time reached to 10 of just 8 deliveries. Tanzit, on the other hand, 46 of 43. Crowd anticipating some fireworks maybe from the left-hander. Tawhid Hridaya takes a single.
Well, he's got to make the changes. Tikshana has bowled 6. Asaranga came in earlier, went for 6 runs in his first over. That was an introduction just to aid the change of ends for Lahiru Kumara. Down the wicket to the left hand, he's got that slip in place. It's the wrong and that he does go to when he's under pressure.
Ooh, nearly getting an outside edge.
That came back in. That should encourage
Rushing through his over, Hasaranga.
No risks taken from Ridoy. Playing against instincts. He showed that us that a couple of days ago. Two singles off the 14, 73 for 2.
That green worm has always knows ahead of the blue one. It's pretty steady, but this partnership has got to carry on. He's quietly maneuvering his way to a half century here. Impressive start, 48 of 47 balls for Tanzid. Bangladesh made a big call in dropping Liton Kumar Das from the squad totally. And that's where Tanzid Hassan probably would have been the second option. Got the first option in case if a replacement comes in. Thomas Sharka's concussion means that he got opportunity, and what a way to grab the opportunity. Must win game. Pressure is on him. 48 of 47 with the new ball. He's been magnificent. Playing the ball on its merit, that's been the impressive part. He preferred the pace of Pramod Madhushan. Also against Laidu Kumar was quite brutal, anything short. Sri Lanka needs somehow to dismiss this man on screen if they have any hope of winning this game. You're mentioning the fact that you grab your opportunities with both hands. Understandably, he's so far done very well. And also Anamala Bijoy getting the opportunity because of the fact that Liton Dash was dropped. So both maybe not quite sure whether they're going to play or not, but featuring in the game anyway. Almost closed the face of the bat on that occasion. Got an outside part of the bat that trickled away. Hard work here for the Sri Lankan bowlers. They're striving to get a breakthrough, desperately need one. According to our stats guru Sudarshan, the last time Tanzid Hassan batted at Chattogram in the BPL against Khulna Tigers, he has scored 116 of 65. Happy memories and continue to do so. But he needs to be sensible. He's got off to a flyer. Can understand, take the responsibility of guiding his team to that target. Done all the hard work. And as you mentioned, playing the ball to its merit. So important to do just that, even if you get a little carried away. Keeping things simple and doing the basics right. That's the name of the game, isn't it? Even a fast bowler, it goes through a bad patch. Always say, keep the basics, keep doing. Once again, similar, but bat just
going through the line, getting a run to finish that over. Good over with the ball. 76 for 2. That's the comparison after 15 overs. 67 for 3. Bangladesh lost 1 wicket less. Few runs more on the board. Tanzid Hassan on 49. Photographers ready to just snap the right moment. And the right moment is there for the moment. There it is. Played away very nicely, very comfortably to get to his 50 in just 51 deliveries.
Second ODI 50. Seizing the moment, the young man. The first half century was against the mighty Indians, and this time against Sri Lanka, who's looking for a series win, gets the opportunity and grabbed it with both hands.
Doy will feel that he missed an opportunity on that occasion. The ball drifting down leg. Only the fine leg fielder within the 30-yard. Yeah, either way, that would have raced away to the boundary. 50 of 51. Sensible knock. He's been very careful in shot selection. Now, that kept low. Had to hurry down on that one. Tawhid Hridoy.
It kept fairly low, but I just felt Tawhid Hridoy missed the length. Should have been in the front foot. Definitely was kept low a little bit. Ideally, should have been in the front foot. Huge appeal, probably sliding down the left side. It had to turn back. I don't think it did. It just went with the angle. And Kusal Mendes, the captain, was quite confident that it was going down the left side, which I think is a good decision not to go upstairs.
Yeah, even the appeal didn't have too much behind it. It was more like an inquiry. He's bowling well, and he's the man. And in the Hasaranga that Sri Lanka are looking at to get this partnership broken. Because if they carry on for another 10 overs, it will be out of the hands of the Sri Lankans.
Hridoy picks him well. The last delivery, this was 2 balls ago, it was sliding across. It was a leg spinner, did not turn. And the follow-up delivery was a googly. And Vanidhu Hasaranga, most of his wickets in his international career has been with the googly. And Tawhid Hridoy is quite comfortable facing that. Shows the character, the confidence in the young man. Fresh from that brilliant knock from the last game, stayed not out. Similarly, this man has to pick up wickets for Sri Lanka if they have any chance of winning this game.
Slip in position for the left-hander, Tanzid. And he pays respect to another good delivery. That completes the Hasaranga over, 78 for 2.
I heard a wooden noise on my earpiece. Step closer look when we can. That would have been definitely gone. But the question is, did it hit the stumps and the bails didn't come off?
You've got sharp ears. You're going to have another look at that one and see if it did brush the stumps. If it did, that was a huge bit of luck. Dudoy has done well in the previous one. Just have a look at this.
Sanarachige in the field. Oh yes, it certainly did. I think the bail did move a little bit, but it has to fall. That's very unlucky for Sri Lanka. Would have been a goner. That too, the settled batter. I think the bails had super glued to the stumps.
Well, even the stumps seemed to shake a bit after it was hit. Incredible. And they've got their tails up now. Sri Lankan bowlers bowling tightly, just tying up the batting. They're not allowing any freebies. This is a good period of play.
Certainly, this is a good spell by Pramod Madhushan into his second over after switching in. Sri Lankans need a bit of luck. At the moment, things are just going through the emotions. Need a brilliance in the field to get rid of one of these players, and then the two experienced men, Mahmood Riyad and Mushfiq Rahim, to come. They need to chip away. Build out deliveries, build pressure. Eventually, you might get happy.
Particularly Tawhid Ridoy, who's got a penchant for scoring freely. He doesn't like getting bogged down. But he'll remember his previous innings. And once again, a lapse in the field. That's not for the first time that we've seen overthrows.
Absolutely had no chance of a direct hit and a run out this time by Avishka Fernando. Goes for it. Unfortunately, there's no one backing up. Full marks to the effort. This is unnecessary. When there's no one backed up, every single matters. Not much to play around. Sri Lanka just 157 more. They got to protect whatever the lead that they have.
I think they've already given away 7 or 8 runs through overthrows. One went for a boundary on an overthrow. Something that they've got to be careful about. And once they manage to get the ball to hit the stumps, but the bails were not dislodged, things start going their way for a race.
Wobble blades, but did not come off. For the agony of the Sri Lankans, would have been a big wicket of Tanzid. I like this move by Pramod Madhushan, seeing Tanzid coming down the track, showing the aggression, bowling the bouncer, being called one for the over by the umpires.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as you can read the intention of the mind of the batter. And he was exposing his intentions pretty early, allowing Madhushan to dig it in, go over the head. Always watching each other. It's like a chess game, isn't it? Trying to outsmart the opposition. That's what's transpired so far in this, the third and final match, the decider of the Dutch-Bangla Bank series. Sri Lanka bowled out for 235 in their essay, but what a brilliant innings by Yanage. Lone Ranger, 101 not out, really gave some hope to the Sri Lankans. And his 50 with the post from Tanzil was very good. He was right from the word go. He was attacking. He played some superb shot, proper cricketing shots. He is not afraid to take on the pace bowlers who were a little tardy early on. Took advantage of that through some lovely shots all around the ground.
Full control most of his innings. He's been good, very good. Waggonville is very strong through front of square. Extra cover mid wicket, playing that chip shot, using the pace. The offside is prefers more. If almost 60% or more than 60% of runs are scored through the offside. And a timely knock for Bangladesh. 50 of 54 deliveries, and most importantly, unbeaten.
Yes, indeed, and grabbing his opportunity, as we keep on saying, getting the chance to play because of being the concussion sub for Shoma Sarkar, and is taking full advantage of it, much to the delight of the supporters, a few supporters that have gathered here. This day match very hot and sunny during Ramadan. Still die-hard supporters of cricket in the middle here in Chattogram. Right, play about to restart after that break. Sometimes, you know, even after a little break, the batters need to just refocus, get their concentration back. Needs to be a little watchful, play themselves back into the game. Hasaranga just open the face very nicely, soft hands and an amble single. I think that's the way to go about playing one in the Hasaranga. He's not, despite the fact he's such a big turner of the ball, he hasn't had that much purchase off the track today.
He's a confident bowler. Just need one opening for him to dictate terms. For the moment, he's trying his best into his fourth over. Bowled decently well so far, just given away 10 runs from his 3 overs. Down the ground. Gunitwal Lalage at long on does the fielding. Anything full, Tanzir Hassan not shy to take the aerial route.
Absolutely. I think from his wagon wheel we saw that he was so good down the ground and on the offside. So even Hasaranga trying to get some more purchase, giving the ball some air, was in his arc immediately through the line. Full toss, not